गुड मॉर्निंग क्लास। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे एंड्रॉयड आर्किटेक्चर के बारे में। व्हाट आर द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ एंड्रॉयड आर्किटेक्चर है। और अगर आप चैनल पे नए हैं तो प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं एंड्रॉयड आर्किटेक्चर। तो बेसिकली दिस एंड्रॉयड आर्किटेक्चर, और यू कैन also say that the Android software stack, it is basically divided into 5 parts. First one is Linux kernel, next one is native libraries, third one is Android runtime, fourth component is application framework, and the last one is applications. Linux kernel. Basically, Linux kernel is the heart of Android architecture that exists at the root of Android architecture. This Linux kernel is responsible for device drivers. You can see the list of drivers like display driver, camera driver, Bluetooth driver, Wi-Fi driver, audio drivers, and it is also responsible for the power management. On the top of this Linux kernel, there are native libraries like WebKit, SQLite, FreeType, OpenGL, etc. This WebKit library is responsible for browser support. Here SQLite basically is nothing, it is a database which Android provides. FreeType basically used for font support. Here media basically used for playing and recording audio and video formats. One more thing is here, that is OpenGL. OpenGL is Open Graphics Library. You can see here SGL. SGL is nothing but a scalable graphics library. And this library is basically used for 3D and 2D rendering. This SGL and OpenGL both. Now the next component is Android runtime. In Android runtime, there are some core libraries and Dalvik virtual machine. This Dalvik virtual machine is responsible to run Android applications. Like in Java, we have JVM. So JVM and DVM both are similar, but DVM is optimized for mobile devices. So JVM cannot be used here. Okay. And one more thing about this, it consumes less memory and it provides fast performance. And now the next component on the top of native library and the Android runtime, there is Android framework. This Android framework includes Android APIs like user interface, activity manager, telephony manager, resource manager, location manager, etc. This Android framework provides lot of classes and interface for Android application development. And on the top of this Android framework, there are some applications. And all applications like home, contact, setting, browser, they are using Android framework that uses Android runtime and libraries. This Android runtime and native libraries are using Linux kernel. So this is all about the Android architecture. So if you like this video, so please like, share and comment. Thank you so much.